Hey guys, welcome back and happy Sunday, which means happy almost 4th of July, which you guys are probably celebrating this weekend already. So my best advice is have fun, spend some time with your loved ones, friends and family, but just make sure that you stay safe the entire time. Guys, we're back to talk about some more Vanderpump Rules drama, or I guess former cast member of, because Randall Emmett, after the LA Times put out this expose, they've opened a huge can of worms for Randall Emmett, and it's something that I feel like he's going to have to be dealing with for years to come. He's accused of mistreating Bruce Willis amid his health issues, as ex-employees are speaking out, plus his unpaid debt, plus a scene that he was requesting that Vanderpump Rules cut from the show. Well, technically, he wasn't even requesting, he was demanding. So we have a lot to break down. But before we do, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so thank you to Reality Blur, but it's no secret that Randall Emmett is under fire at the moment. After LA Times wrote this expose, not only talking about, things going on behind the scenes when he was casting these women, things that were happening with his financial, situation, things that were happening with Bruce Willis. It was like one thing after another. And Lala Kent was even brought into this. As he navigates through his custody battle with Vanderpump Rules star cast member Lala Kent, who he shares their, 1-year-old child with, Ocean, the producer turned director has been targeted with a controversial new expose. And the expose has detailed not only his alleged mistreatment of actor Bruce Willis, but also the many lawsuits filed against him and the mounting debt that he's facing. On June 30th, the Los Angeles Times, they shared a report regarding Randall's crumbling empire, spotlighting hundreds of court filings, company records, and lawsuits, and talking to several of his former employees. At the very start of the controversial piece, Randall was accused of mistreating Bruce, who came forward with, this diagnosis and confirmed the end of his acting career back in March. On the sets of 2021's Midnight in the Switchgrass, according to the report, Randall stormed off the set after the actor failed to properly kick open a door. Did I do something wrong? This is what Bruce asked. And that night, Randall called his then fiance, Lala Kent, and was, from what they were saying, in tears. I can't do this anymore. And this is what Lala recalled of his conversation with her about Bruce after the incident occurred. It's just so sad. Bruce can't remember any of his lines. He doesn't know where he is. Speaking to the Times via his rep, Randall denied that the call even happened and said that he was not aware of any decline in Bruce Willis's health. While the majority of Randall's early, credits were straight to DVD films, Bruce helped put Randall's production company, Emmett Oasis, on the map by appearing in dozens of their projects and securing Randall as respected talent in the industry. Still, Randall was faced with over $25 million in outstanding loans and disputed payments. So the loans, the debts, apparently from what we're hearing, they're continuing to mount up. We've seen that he's been sued by the office or the building that he had his office in. We know that his ex, Amber Childers, she was trying to take him to the bank. We know now Lala Kent is trying to take him to court in order to secure full custody of their daughter. It's one thing after another, and I have a feeling that this is just going to continue to build up, mount up, and come out. Just last year, the Writers Guild of America West won a $541,464 judgment against Randall's production company after filing a claim on behalf of the writers who claimed that they were shortchanged after Randall's since dissolved Pump television show, which was supposed to follow Arnold Schwarzenegger's early life in California. He was going to call it Pump. Interesting. Here we were sitting in the middle of the pandemic, and this is what one writer is saying. The message that Emmett was sending was that my family and my kids didn't matter. But according to WGA West attorney Leela Azari, the writers have not been paid a cent despite the judgment. And on Instagram, you see that Randall leads a lavish lifestyle, flying in private jets, going to pickleball tournaments in La Quinta, and constantly staying at these lavish resorts. Meanwhile, James Van Der Ward, who offered a $750,000 loan to Randall and his production company, has since filed a $1 million lawsuit against him, claiming that he has yet to be reimbursed. One after another, these are coming out. This is crazy. He's also facing shocking allegations regarding his mistreatment of employees. Anna Szymanska, she was a former assistant and said that in addition to Randall allegedly throwing a ping pong paddle and breaking a window, she was once called to his home around 10 p.m. where she saw him lying naked on a couch through a window. I became extremely uncomfortable and disturbed. Yes, I would be extremely uncomfortable and disturbed if I had to see Randall naked too. So Anna, I get that. And this is totally inappropriate if it actually did occur, which I'm not saying she's lying. I'm just saying I wasn't there to see it myself. That didn't stop her from supporting Randall amid his custody battle. I was scared about my immigration status because I needed a job to keep my visa, so I felt obligated. He gave me a talk where he told me what to say about what a good dad he was. And after Randall's rep denied Anna's claim, she claimed to have given a second declaration because she felt compelled to share her concerns about what his children are exposed to when left with him for long periods of time. Another employee, Martin Gible, accused Randall of making people do dangerous things and illegal things, saying that you had to be his punching bag and his mule. One particular story that he gave took place during the time that Randall stayed at Dorado Beach Ritz-Carlton in Puerto Rico. And as Martin recalled, Randall enlisted him to get one of his items out of his hotel safe, which we talked about, and they couldn't open the safe. And when they couldn't, they had a security team come and open the safe, and they were saying that there was a massive bag of the white powdery substance that goes up your nose, which we don't want to say the name on here because of the algorithm, but they're saying that that was in there, and well, the rest is in the documents. According to others, Randall often made disparaging remarks to employees, including, if you do that again, you're fired, you're a moron, do something with the zits on your face, and you're fucking lazy. I mean, this is coming from a very big man who's very little in height, but you're a big guy. So talking about other people's looks, not saying like that's one thing or another, but nobody's perfect. And that's also really awful to talk about. I get sometimes negative comments about my looks or my face or my teeth or my, and it doesn't make anyone feel good. And you shouldn't be subjected to that in a workplace. So if this is in fact true, that's terrible. In one email labeled debts and sent to Randall and George Furla on March 9th of 2019, there's a British man named Charles Oddie who claimed their production company owed $8.25 million plus interest. This is a serious amount of capital. I get calls every day from my investors on most of these loans. What's the plan? And that's what he asked. Months later, on October 10th of 2019, the same person said that Randall was sending a very dismissive and negative message to all of their investors, to whom you guys owe in excess of $30 million in principal alone. In response to the claims, the source close to Randall's, said his company owes around $17 million in loan principal. Fizz facility also said that they attempted to collect from Randall, filing a $10 million lawsuit against him, claiming that he misdirected funds for a movie to another film. Randall was also sued for $336,000 in unpaid rent and other fees. Also in this piece, because this piece doesn't stop going, it was noted that Randall reached out to then vice chairman of NBC Universal, Ron Mayer, in 2019 after the cast members of Vanderpump Rules discussed his feud with 50 Cent amid production. As fans will recall, 50 Cent called out Randall that year, claiming that he owed him $1 million, and it was money by Monday, Randall. If they mention this anywhere in the show, his antics will start up again, which could destroy my career. So he was begging Ron to, toss the footage and not put it on the show. He also offered to thank Ron personally if he was to win an Academy Award for his work on Irishman. And Ron apparently just wanted tickets. He didn't want to be thanked. So Randall has now resigned from EFO and is focused on his new company, Convergence Entertainment. I'm wondering if he's going to file bankruptcy or how this will work. But guys, with Randall making demands from Vanderpump Rules and all of these allegations coming out against him, I want to know, do you guys think where there's smoke, there's fire, and you think some of this could be true? Or do you think that this is a total smear campaign like his side is saying, and efforts to help Lala win custody? There are way too many people coming out and saying things, so I don't know about that. But go ahead and comment below and give me your unfiltered opinions. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.